I've only watched one movie the entire quarantine. It was Frozen 2. I've watched it 12 times. Just kidding, it was only once. This will all make sense when I am older. Someday I will see that this makes sense. One day when I'm old and wise, I'll think back and realize Frozen 2 never made any sense. Seriously, what was the plot supposed to be? 4 elements appear in icy diamonds when Elsa uses her ice power. This confuses people, and then it reveals that Elsa and Anna, or is it Anna's, mother has an interesting past. They discover this, they go to a land of earth giants. My next question is, does Elsa, Anna, or Kristoff have the ability to make any friends? Kristoff talks to a reindeer. Anna is best friends with a snowman. And Elsa's best friends with herself and her powers. Social management skills are needed. Elsa skis across a lake, finds a cavern, realizes that her mother was an important part in her life. They sing a song, "Show Yourself," and Mother tells Elsa, "You were looking for yourself all along. That was the point the entire time." Except I thought we already established that in the first movie. We're also told that there's apparently a 5th element now. And once Elsa gets into the cave, a river can be found. But don't go too deep or you'll be drowned. So she doesn't go too deep, but she comes out to realize that she's the 5th element that bridges all the other elements together. We're not quite sure what that means. We're not sure how that works. We're just depending on our 5-year-old children to explain that to us, because after a bucket of popcorn and Sour Patch Kids, they'll be able to explain anything clearly. Frozen 2 is worth another rewatch. Let's now read the short story of the day, Chanclas. This is one of the last papers that was in your packet, which means that we're almost done with the paper chapter of our journey. Anyone remember who this author is? Sandra Cisneros, right. This is the objective today, trying to keep things light again. A lot of you probably just need to focus on turning the essay by the end of the business day. Now, I understand that businesses are closed, so usually businesses end at 5 p.m. Try to send me the essay by then, and I'll be grading a bit today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sandra Cisneros in Chanclas. The objective is to compare the mother I created in my story, Palm Sunday, with the mother in this memoir. Let's read now. "It's me, Mama," Mama said. I open up and she's there with bags and big boxes, the new clothes, and yes, she's got the socks and a new slip with a little rose on it, and a pink and white striped dress. What about the shoes? I forgot. Too late now. I'm tired. Whew. 6:30 already and my little cousin's baptism is over. All day waiting. The door locked. Don't open up for nobody, and I don't till Mama gets back and buys everything except the shoes. The shoes sound important. Now, Uncle Nacho is coming in his car, and we have to hurry and get to Precious Blood Church. Quick, because that's where the baptism party is. In the basement rented for today for dancing and tamales and everyone's kids running all over the place. Mama dances, laughs, dances. All of a sudden, Mama's sick. I fan her hot face with a paper plate. Too many tamales. But Uncle Nacho says too many this and tilts his thumb to his lips. Everybody laughing except me because I'm wearing the new dress, pink and white with stripes, and new underclothes and new socks, and the old saddle shoes I wear to school, brown and white, the kind I get every September because they last long, and they do. My feet scuffed and round, and the heels all crooked, that looked dumb with this dress, so I just sit. I just said crooked when I should have said crooked. Meanwhile, that boy, who is my cousin by first communion or something, asks me to dance, and I can't. Just stuff my feet under the metal folding chair stamped precious blood and pick on a wad of brown gum that's stuck beneath the seat. I shake my head no, my feet growing bigger and bigger. They must be swelling because the shoes are too tight for her. Then Uncle Nacho is pulling and pulling my arm, and it doesn't matter how new the dress Mama bought is because my feet are ugly until my uncle, who is a liar, says, "You're the prettiest girl here. Will you dance?" But I believe him, and yes, we are dancing, my Uncle Nacho and me, only I don't want to at first. My feet swell big and heavy like plungers, but I drag them across the linoleum floor, straight center where Uncle wants to show off the new dance we learned. And Uncle spins me, and my skinny arms bend the way he taught me, and my mother watches, and my little cousins watch, and the boy who is my cousin by first communion watches. And everyone says, "Wow, who are those two who dance like in the movies?" Until I forget that I am wearing only ordinary shoes. Brown and white, the kind my mother buys each year for school. And all I hear is the clapping when the music stops. My uncle and me bow, and he walks me back in my thick shoes to my mother, who is proud to be my mother. All night the boy who is a man watches me dance. He watches me dance. There's a lot going on there. Can you guess what chanclas means? I think a word that came up again and again is uncle. It's not what it means. First communion? Baptism? No. Shoes, yes. And if you look on the front of our reading, there are some shoes there. I would be interested if one of you students could write me a comment today and give me a perfect definition of chanclas. How are these mothers similar? Well, the mother in Palm Sunday was very tired. It seems like the mama in chanclas is tired as well. Both of them seem a little passive. That's not saying that they're weak. Seems that they're off to the side, though. They're not participating. So the mama in Palm Sunday didn't go to church, ended up being very fortunate for her survival. And the mama in chanclas is not dancing. She just kind of ended up coming to the baptism. And then finally, the mama in Palm Sunday seems to be kind of like we talked about, depressed, low self-esteem. The mama in chanclas seems to be going through something as well. It is a party. Sounds like she drank a little too much. But you wonder why. Maybe she's trying to numb herself. You have to write 8 sentences on a Google question comparing the mother in Palm Sunday and mama in chanclas. Oh man, it's exciting to read for you guys. Can't wait for another video. Stay hopeful out there.